Buenas noches. Welcome back to another episode of the BPM podcast, your favorite podcast in the world. If you're not following me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, under the Back Porch Mexican podcast, please do so. Support this channel, support the work I'm doing. I appreciate it. It'll help me grow the podcast, the channel, and everything in between. Welcome back to another episode, and we're going in hard. Um, it's Mother's Day's coming, and you know what that means. You know what it means, right? Even though she ain't got your babies, even though she is not a mother, even though she has no children, plans on not having children. If you sucked on her titty, shit, boy, let me tell you something. That's the beginning of the end. You gotta give her something for Mother's Day. You sucked on that titty like it was the last drop of water on earth. So she deserves something from you. Even though she's long gone and you haven't talked to her, just send her $5. Hey, get yourself a coffee. Happy Mother's Day. And she might be offended, or she might be like, you know what? I am mothering all these bitches out here. So you don't think you're off the hook just because she ain't got no kids. You sucked on that titty, boy. You gotta get her something, whatever it is, a little something for Mother's Day. Now, can we talk about, or can I talk about the shenanigans that's happening in Florida with this new law, the SB 10, no 17, what 18, where immigrants are being, I want to say, unwelcome. They're not being prosecuted just yet, but they're unwelcomed in the state of Florida regarding this new bill that makes it illegal to house any illegals, to drive any illegals. I hate using the word illegal because nobody should be illegal. We're all humans. And I think the state of Florida is going to feel the wrath of these people that are here to better themselves and provide for their families in a legal way. They're working a 9 to 5. They're working a job that nobody wants. They work in the fields. They work in construction. They're nannying your key. They're nannies to your kids. God damn it. They're we're doing all the jobs that nobody wants. I'm included in that, whether I'm legal or illegal. We're doing jobs that no one seems to want because they seem as low-hanging fruit. But these low-hanging fruit jobs are the ones that are moving the economy. This construction sites in Florida, I'm sure you've seen the videos. I'm sure you are aware, or maybe not. Or entire construction subdivisions are empty. There's no workers. There's maybe one or two, and if they're there, they're sitting down and waiting for Pedro and Jose to come back because they can't handle it on their own. What jobs are we taking? We're taking the jobs that nobody wants. We're taking the jobs that they seem too low for you, that are not good enough, that they're not jobs that you don't think you could get ahead on. And the state of Florida is prosecuting all these people, but sorry, they're not prosecuting. They passed this law through the House and through the Senate. Even recipients of the DACA, if they're living with parents that are undocumented, they could be held liable for prison time and not renewing their legal status anymore, which is granted to them for 2 to 3 years, and all of a sudden all these people just either left. I haven't seen data or even heard the accusations of immigrants leaving the state of Florida. But I'm thinking they are leaving. They're like, okay, you don't want us, we'll move. We'll go where we're welcomed, where there's jobs, where we'll get it done, you know. And my people, dude, and a couple of videos that I've seen are from Puerto Ricans and Cubans that are legally here, of course. Um, they're showing support in a place where we didn't think, I at least I didn't think that those communities um, thrive together. And obviously they're like, hey, we fucking need you. Uh, and they're showing support in numerous ways where if a person is showing a good track of working hard and doing things right, shouldn't they be part of our community? Shouldn't they be part of everything we involve ourselves with? Shouldn't they be allowed to do so, whether they came here legally or illegally? We need to open the doors to more legal ways of coming to the country. Not saying illegal, it's okay, but if that's the only way out, if it was you and your family, wouldn't you be like, fuck the law? I'm going because this is how we are going to survive. This is a survival. They don't, nobody wants to leave. Would you want to leave your country for a better opportunity? Or would you rather have it in your country? That's what I'm saying. Like the fact that like people think like, oh, they're coming and taking over. No, we're just, people are just coming over for a better opportunity. And I get it. We're all here, and sometimes we're ungrateful. We're ungrateful on so many levels, right? Because there's 10 people behind me trying to get my job, but they don't have the legal status to do so. And that sucks because in my industry, the hospitality industry, we are struggling. We cannot get people to fucking work, right? The people that have it from the day they're born, they don't have to ever struggle to be like, hey, show me where you're from. They don't appreciate anything. I know this guy. We're gonna for the sake of this podcast, we're not gonna use his name, but we're gonna call him Jerry. Jerry was a monster. Jerry was a beast when it came to the kitchen. Jerry did above and beyond his duties. This guy was serving by himself an entire restaurant, breakfast and lunch every single day by himself. No help. Prepped it, executed it, cleaned up, went home. Not a minute later, not a minute before. He went at home at exactly the same. And I watched this with my eyes. So in Arizona, this law passed where it's the same law they're trying to pass. Similar law is the law in Arizona was called SB 1070, and this law made it illegal to hire people with no proof of citizenship. Uh, and so many people left the state. I have friends in California. They're like, hey, we're not welcome here no more. We're moving. And they just move up the entire operations. And this is the thing, that you work amongst people that are just trying to survive, trying to uh, just make it to the end of the day, to the end of the week. Sacrifices are made, moving. And this guy was a beast. So this law came into place. They ran everyone's social security numbers at this place I was working at, uh, and they fired like 40% of the employees. because they couldn't provide a valid social security number. When it was perfectly fine, he had been working there for years. I want to say 10 plus years, and everybody else did too. So we lost a lot of people that were just working every day, minding their own business, paying bills, taking kids to school. The same things you're doing, but in the shadows. The pressure that that puts on people living in the shadows of not being wanted here, not being wanted there, but still you got to show up every day and work. And are you doing enough? Maybe not. Maybe I'll get a fucking side job on Saturdays and Sundays. So I'm working 7 days. I'm working for this company Monday through Friday, and I'm doing my own thing on the weekends. No days off for the wicked. In the shadows. These people are, they want to succeed. They want to open small businesses. They want to have the peace of mind that their kids are going to be better off than they were growing up. That's all they want. So if it was you, put yourself in their shoes. Don't mind, don't talk about anything else. If it was your survival, your family, what would you do? How far would you go to make sure that the ones you love are okay? I tell you what, I will walk to the end of the earth, which has no end, but I will walk. I will go to the bottom of the ocean to make sure that my kids are okay, to make sure that the loved ones in my life are okay. So my kids don't know what I went through, that I didn't have fucking socks growing up, that I didn't have this. It's okay. It don't matter because you're not going to go through that. I'm going to make sure that that's the mentality that I have. That I'm going to make sure that even if I'm struggling physically, mentally, you will not walk the same path I did. You're not going to make the same mistakes I did. And it all comes down to sacrificing. And this new law is going to put DeSantis as fucking a maniac. He was like, you know, a hero during the pandemic. Kept everything open, blah, blah, blah. Now he's going against Disney. Now he doesn't want Chinese people to buy real estate in Florida. He is on a rampant of far right, far ideology. I'm not gonna get into the details and politics and all that. I'm just saying that, like, if you go through with this law, because it's supposed to pass in July 1st, it's supposed to be in effect July 1st. It's passed. All he needs to do is sign it. And if you go through this, you're gonna. What are the companies that got you all those sponsorships, all those donations, all those construction companies, all the materials, all these big investments? What are they gonna do with no workers? Where are you gonna find all these people? Where? Tell me where. What are you gonna do? So I have a feeling that it might not go through, that it might get put aside, but that's just my feeling. And if it does go through, Florida, get ready. Because if construction's not moving, supplies are not selling, there's no deliveries of supplies, those truckers, which have papers, which are illegally to work, are standing by. Other businesses are hurting. Restaurants are hurting. There's a whole industry that goes with construction. Supplies, payroll companies, safety companies, the city, the taxes. Everything is going to go array if this goes through. But my people, we don't give up. Whether you're a roofer, whether you are a tech guy, whether you're a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, we don't give up. You don't want me here? I'll find somewhere else. We don't give up. We're not just going to let something like this defeat us. So to my people, stay strong, stay positive, and keep fucking grinding. That's all there is to it. You already crossed the border. What's another fucking state to cross? Is it a fucking pain in the ass? Yes. Is it messed up? Yes. But good. Maybe you'll find a better opportunity somewhere else. That's it. And then you got the guy that ran over all those migrants and killed 8 of them and injured like 10. It's it's getting crazier and crazier every day. I'm sorry to the families of those, but shit happens all the time, and my condolences to those people. And we just gotta stay strong and stick together, whether you're legally or illegally here. It don't matter. We gotta put that aside and see each other as human beings. And I mean it because we're so caught up into our little world that we forget that we might have it better than the next guy. Even though we sometimes think that, oh man, this is not happening for me. That, like, why is he getting? Who cares? Nobody cares. Care about what you have in front of you today, because you never know. On a lighter note, can you imagine? Can you imagine going on a vacation? Like, oh, I need some time off to unwind and 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 relax and clear my mind. So I'm going down to Nashville, Tennessee, home of the country music. So many country bars, so many this, so many that. So I'm gonna stay myself at a nice Hilton. Go out of the bar, get drunk, come back to the hotel. I'm in a safe spot. I Ubered here. Nothing's gonna happen. I lock my door, put myself to bed. 3 o'clock in the morning, you feel something wet on your feet. You turn the light on, and it is the manager of the hotel sucking on your big toe. Ooh, boy. I'm going there. Don't put that guy in jail yet. I'm going to go there and get my toe sucked by some fucking random ass dude. What in the world is wrong with this guy? Like, this guy right here. You see him right there. He snuck into someone's room and sucked that guy's toe. Now that guy is going to get paid. That guy is getting paid 100% by, the Hilton. The Hilton's owned by a big corporation. I'm not kink shaming by any means whatsoever. I am shaming the illegal way he went about it. How much of a freak do you have to be that you had to suck on some stranger's toes? I'm not even going to talk about him sucking on another man's toes. That's another talk for another day. But can you think, like, how much, like his head is so twisted up that he had to 100% dive into those big old dogs, roar, roar. And if he was drunk the night and went to bed, didn't shower, those dogs were barking. Them dogs were barking. And he's like, nope, I'm putting my mouth all over those toes. And if you suck toes before, that's your kink. That's yours to have. Are you doing it legally? Probably. Because illegally, that's assault. That's sexual misconduct and assault, for sure. And then, yeah, there's so many layers to this guy. Like, I wonder if, like, he's got a wife and kids. Probably not. If he's out there sucking grown men toes, he don't got no one at home that loves him, right? Nobody. And you see this picture. This picture is awful. This guy looks like he don't belong on Earth. And I found it hilarious that the guy's like, I can't sleep at night. It just, when you go to sleep and you find yourself safe and you close your eyes and you think you're safe, and next thing you know, you have a grown man sucking on your toes. Poor guy. You're getting paid, homie. I don't know your name, but you're getting paid. So look at this as a blessing. Remember, you were going out there to free your mind, to unwind from the world, and guess what? You got a big paycheck coming, signed by Hilton himself. I don't know who that is, but you know what I'm saying. You're getting paid, and you should. The first thing you do with your money is go get your toes sucked by a professional that knows what it's doing, and sexual orientation of your preference. I don't know what that is. Maybe you winked at the guy walking in. Maybe it is your fault. Maybe you're wearing some hot, nice sandals in Nashville. It's hot and humid, like, and maybe it's your fault. You shouldn't be out there with fucking man flip flops out on the street like a dirty boy. Maybe you instigated this event. Maybe it's your fault. You ever thought about that? No. You just want to play the victim, huh? You're just trying to get paid. I think you just... He is going to therapy for this. For what? Maybe you shouldn't wear flip-flops. Maybe you shouldn't paint your toenails. Maybe you did. I don't know the details to this. We're just blaming good old manager over here. What's his name? His name is David Neal. David Neal. We just named poor old David over here, and you're Goliath. So, you know what I'm saying? Better take it easy before it gets too breezy. Put some socks on, and maybe the toe burglar is not coming back. Maybe he saw a lot of jam between your toes and was like, I can help you with that with my mouth. I sure can. I'll throw my spit right out on the balcony, and I'll put your toe jamming in my under lip so I can suck on it like a good boy. This story, it gets weird. All right, so this is what I wrote. I wrote just bullet points. Do not kink shame. That's what I wrote. Toes, not gun shy. His name, David Neal, and a nightmare. That's all I wrote. Nightmare. Just a nightmare. But it'll be at least $1 million nightmare. At least. Because he did so many things that go against policy of a establishment, right? So the establishment's going to be like, you know what? We're going to have to pay you because we didn't run. We should have known that when he came to his interview, he had a fucking dog collar on, and a muscle on. We should have not hired him. But again, we are having problems with the hospitality industry. So we'll hire anyone. You need a job. You need a job. Next thing you know, fucking Bill Cosby's going to be working at the hotel as a bellboy because he's out and about now. I think he got out on a technicality. He's out and about. We need to put that guy back to work because 70% of the more the better. We need to put him back on a job. We don't want him to reoffend. But with that, my guys, remember, this ain't your army. So with that, I'll leave you guys for this episode. Make sure you're following me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all the above. In Facebook too. I fucking didn't want to go on Facebook, but I did. So now we're on it. And with that, my friends, much love. This ain't your army.